You should have acted. They're already here. The Elder Scrolls told of their return. Their defeat was merely a delay. To the time after Oblivion opened. When the sons of Skyrim would spill their own blood. But no one wanted to believe they even existed. And when the truth finally dawns, it dawns in fire. But there's one they fear. In their tongue, he's Dovahkiin, Dragonborn.
Alright, hey guys, this is Tristan or Average Terror, and this is our Skyrim review.
What's going on, guys? Unforgotten Gamer here.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a little dual review here. Skyrim. Honestly, I'd have to give that Game of the Year to me, even though it actually did win Game of the Year, but I'd have to say 10 out of 10. Great game, I love it.
I was never into those types of games, but then Tristan let me borrow Skyrim. I gotta say, that was one of the best games I've ever played.
Yeah, fucking right now he's borrowing Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, which when he's done with that, we'll do a dual review of that as well. But I would definitely recommend Skyrim as a buy. Let's talk about a little bit of the content in it. So, as of right now, the DLCs aren't out. When they come out, we'll do individual reviews of each DLC. But for now, we'll talk about the main content. So, you know, the first 30 minutes of gameplay is amazing. Because, you know, like, the first 30 minutes, you get to, like, see the first ever dragon. You know, it kind of reveals a little bit of the story to you. And then you kind of get off on your own little quest line. You can do whatever you please from there.
Yeah, I gotta say, Ulfric Stormcloak, when I seen him, I didn't think he was gonna be a killer of kings, but apparently he was. I don't know.
Yeah, like, everyone assumes, like, when you start out that he's gonna be a villain, but it turns out that he's actually a hero, in my opinion, you know. I guess it kind of depends on your point of view of looking at it. Because, I mean, a little foresight into the story of Skyrim. The High Eldmeri Dominion, which are High Elves, also known as the Thalmar, signed this treaty and they would stop destroying the Empire. But in turn, the Empire had to outlaw the worship of Talos, one of the great divines, which is like a god to all the Nord beings. So, like, now that everybody, like, can't worship Talos, a lot of people were outraged. That's where Ulfric Stormcloak comes in. Ulfric is pretty much one of the main protagonists of the game, even though you don't really ever play as him, because it's kind of an adventure RPG game. But basically, Ulfric rose this uprising, and when he's not taken seriously, he decides to murder the High King of Skyrim, and that kind of kicks off this great war between the Imperials and the Stormcloaks. So yeah, that's kind of how the story starts out.
Yeah, I gotta say, in my view, Ulfric is a good get.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I agree completely with you.
Yeah, but then your character is also known as the Dragonborn. He is born with the dragon blood in him and has the ability to do dragon shouts. Let's have an entire assortment of powers. I mean, there's one for just pushing people. There's one for, like, setting people on fire, freezing them, slowing time, disarming. I mean, there's a lot of them.
And I've also noticed during the storyline, your guy's not just the Dragonborn. He's like the number one person out of every category. Like, in the Dark Brotherhood, like, you're the listener, you're the Dragonborn, you're just, like, all sorts of stuff. Like, your guy has, like, an amazing life.
Yeah. But yeah, this game, just like all Elder Scrolls games, has a lot of elements to it. The Dark Brotherhood, which has been in almost every Elder Scrolls game, as far as I know. You know, they also, like, bring the Thieves Guild. However, the Mages and Fighters Guild are no longer in Skyrim. Like, the Fighters Guild, for those who are wondering, yeah, basically has been replaced by a group called the Companions. They're in the basically second big city that you're pretty much introduced into. And then the Mages Guild is replaced by the College of Winterhold. So not exactly the same fundamentals, but you know, they have to do with like fighting and mages. So they are good replacements.
And the Thieves Guild, I thought it was gonna be kind of cool, but since you can't kill anybody in the Thieves Guild, I found it kind of like a drag.
Yeah, I did the Thieves Guild anyways, though, because I like the armor you get at the end. Gotta see, each place, or each guild has some nice armor they'll give you towards the end. Like, the Dark Brotherhood, you get this Jester's armor if you choose to kill this guy Cicero. If you don't, I mean, you can get it later, but yeah. And then the Thieves Guild gives you what's known as the Nightingale's armor, which also looks really nice.
Speaking of armor, the Daedric armor.
Oh, yeah. The Return of the Daedric stuff, yeah. Like, even though the Realm of Oblivion isn't in Skyrim, you can still get a lot of Daedra artifacts. I mean, you can actually still get the Daedric stuff. There are still Daedra in Skyrim, though. You'll find a few of them every now and then. Mostly it's Daedra hearts you need to make the armor, though.
It's really weird because, you go to the Companions, where they live in Whiterun, and you go down to their basement, there's always a Daedric cart laying on a plate. And if you, like, sleep for 24 hours, it's always back.
Yeah.
I got my smithing up to level 100 to make Daedric armor, like, within, like, 2 days of you letting me borrow it. Not even 2 days, like, later on.
Yeah.
Like, 2 days after you taught me how to smith.
For those who haven't tried Skyrim yet but have played Oblivion, if you're wondering about this, like, creating armor, in Oblivion, I realized, like, you couldn't create armor. You only could repair armor you bought or found. Yeah, it's a new element to Skyrim, is that you can create armors from raw material. And nothing requires repair like it did in Oblivion.
Yeah, everything's, like, legit. You can't break or anything.
Yeah. But, yeah, plus, like most Elder Scrolls games are all, you still get the choice of first or third person. The graphics are amazing. You know, like, they really put a lot of texturizing into this one. They really detailed those dragons. I mean, holy fuck.
Yeah, they detailed the dragons and the scars on the giants.
Yeah.
And
Plus,
and
for the PC players, there's a lot of really nice mods you can get.
yeah, there's a troll face mod.
Yeah,
Like,
all the trolls, they'll have like troll faces on them and everything, and it's not quite like Oblivion. You're not gonna be like walking around a lot of open spot, and you're gonna like there's not like a lot of NPCs. In Skyrim, there are NPCs pretty much everywhere. Even in the wilderness, you're gonna run across like some hunters, and to them you can like sell some of your pelts or whatever you choose to.
and then you can run some thieves that are trying to rob you.
Yeah,
I always kill them.
yeah. But yeah. Plus like there's a lot of miscellaneous quests that there's not really a quest line to them, but they are just regular quests. Yeah, I gotta say those are nice.
Yeah, if you get bored with the main storyline or you're done with the main storyline and some of the guilds, you can just go to the miscellaneous and that'll give you some stuff to do for a while.
Yeah, plus you can usually find some really nice bonuses. Like, there's this one time where I found a little artifact that turns out to belong to one of the divines. So you take it to a little temple that's been desecrated, and you get this little sword called Dawnbreaker. It's really nice too, because it like glows.
Yeah, and then if people run into you on the streets and ask you for your help, I'd recommend doing them.
Yeah,
Because in Solitude, a guy asked me to help him investigate an abandoned house, and I got like a mace from like a dead god or something in Solitude. It was really powerful.
yeah. Alright, so that was our review of Skyrim. Once again, we'll recap. I give it a 10 out of 10. How about you?
10 out of 10.
Yeah, definitely recommend it as a buy. It's available now. The DLCs are about to come out. Not much is known about the DLCs at the moment, but yeah, I can tell they're gonna be out within the next couple months here. So yeah, we're really anticipating those. So go ahead, go out, pick up Skyrim. Great game, and we'll catch you guys in our next video.